My oldest sister, Laterica, is literally the best big sister ever. Today, I will be discussing with you how my sister is my own personal superhero. It's nearly impossible to tell you all the things that make her amazing, so I will just tell you a few. I will tell you how she was the best babysitter I had growing up, how she became a teen mom, but that didn't stop her life, and now how she is juggling life and still juggling being the greatest big sister ever. She was my favorite babysitter. Being that she was the oldest, when it was time for me to need a babysitter and my mother couldn't find one, she was always the go-to. She had her first car at the age of 15, so if I needed something or if we needed something at home, she was able to go get it. She would let me ride with her everywhere, and I always got the front seat because I was the baby. She let me do whatever I wanted to do, and she let me buy whatever I wanted to buy without telling me no. Of course, spoiling me made her look like a superwoman in my head, but she literally is Superwoman. My sister gave birth to her first child immediately after her senior high school graduation. So throughout her senior year, she was carrying the child and she still maintained all A's and graduating in the top of her class. Now, if that isn't enough to call somebody Superwoman, I don't know what is. She now has 2 kids and she juggles working and taking care of her 2 children and still being a great big sister because she's Superwoman, like I've said. Of course, me being her first baby made her the greatest mother she is now, but we're not going to talk about that. And she's also a great listening ear. Whenever I need someone to confide in or talk to, or even just to sit on the phone with me when I'm feeling lonely, she's always there. And she just knows her big instinct. It just tells her when something's wrong with me. So out the blue, she'll call and be like, hey, what's wrong? Talk to me. She's always there. Growing up, I looked up to her so much. And though she's not perfect, so when she made mistakes and realized that I was looking at her, she came to me and talked to me. She sat me down like, hey, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're not going to do. This is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. She knew I watched her every move, so she tried her best to be perfect. But sometimes she did fail, but that was okay because in my eyes, she was still my big sister. To this day, I still call her my superhero because she is my superhero. She's everything I need her to be when I need her to be. Today, my goal was to dedicate my speech to my big sister. She is an amazing, outstanding mother of 2. She's Superwoman, she's the greatest babysitter, and she's my listening ear. I probably wouldn't be who I am today without my big sister. Calling her my own personal superhero is an understatement, but she's the best thing that has ever happened to me.